Hello there and welcome to Lunchtime News here on TV1. I'm Amavi Banugoda. Let's start off by taking a look at your headlines this afternoon.
Many political parties pledging support to Sajith Premadasa signs an MOU. Former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga extends support for Sajith. Gotabaya pledges to fulfill all promises during his tenure. 14 people arrested at the BIA with 32 million worth gold. New leader for ISIS.
Now taking a look at a story that made your headlines this afternoon. A memorandum of understanding between the presidential candidate of the New Democratic Front, Sajith Premadasa, and former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga was signed today.
The event to sign the MOU was held in Colombo. The event was attended by the UMP leader, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, and former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga. The parties pledging support to Sajith Premadasa, civil society and people representing several other sectors attended the event. The organisation to protect the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Sri Lanka Muslim Congress, National People's Front, New Labour Front, Sri Lanka Workers' Congress, Democratic National Movement, Nava Samaja Party, United National Front and People's Labour Front signed the agreement. In addition, Democratic National Congress, Democratic Communist Revolution, Progressive National Front, New National Front, the Youth Force of the National People's Movement and several other parties signed the MOU.
The hall is filled with the people who stopped the white van culture. People who stopped the ones who did enforce disappearance of the people like Ekneli Goda. We have created an independent community coming into power 5 years ago. Now white van does not come anywhere. If one comes, that is a suicide ambulance. No one kidnaps journalists. They get into the bus and motorbike every day and scold me. And they go home and then again they scold me. We have created a community as such.
And එහෙම සමාජයක් අද අපි ඇති කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ සමාජය ඉදිරියට ගෙනියන්න ඕනේ.
අද දින රට තුල ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය සංවර්ධනයේ සෞභාග්‍යය.
Today another day we are moving forward towards our political journey, establishing a democratic, developed and a fair community and to create an economy focusing on our vision and using our knowledge. We wish to embark on a formative era in the democratic society of Sri Lanka to make our school children more powerful, strong citizens. We will create an economic development focusing on exports. We will develop the economy through the development of digital and manufacturing revolution. We intend to further strengthen the traditional industry in the welfare provided by the government through modern technology. We are building a vibrant society with our culture. We look forward to achieving a public service that will benefit without stealing from people and create a corruption-free country. We are ready to invest our state income from the taxpayers' funds for the benefit of the people of this country. Our main goal is to help people survive.
අපේ ප්‍රධානතම ඉලක්කය මිනිසා ජීවත් කරවීම.
On a separate note, an environmental charter is due to be signed at the Environmental Convention held by the New Democratic Front presidential candidate Sajith Premadasa in Colombo today. Meanwhile, the presidential candidate of the New Democratic Front, Sajith Premadasa, attended a public rally in Berula.
The rally was organized by Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne. The SLFP organizer of Berula, MMM Ahmed, former opposition leader at the Berula Pradesh Sabha, Ranjit Tilakasiri, Pradesh Sabha member of Berula, Haiz Marika, former urban council member Sampath Pereira and former deputy chairman Vimala Siri Silva also pledged support to Sajith Premadasa. We met the business community engaged in the gem industry. For the first time in recent history, the chairman of the Gem and Jewellery Authority was appointed by the members and businessmen of that community. We will strengthen the gem industry. The Samurdhi program is currently underway to reduce poverty in our country. We will further strengthen the Samurdhi program. However, instead of talking about poverty every day, our aim is to address this issue and permanently lift people out of poverty. Ranasinghe Premadasa provided free lunch and uniforms to all students. It was my opponent that halted the free lunch program. I will fulfill the dreams of my father. I will provide 2 sets of uniforms to all school students and empower the children of our country to the maximum possible level. My opponents question whether the government has sufficient funds to do all of this. Well, the government had money to construct the Nelumpokuna Theatre and the Lotus Tower. The previous government used public funds to travel overseas. So after wasting so much, is it wrong to provide free uniforms? Is it wrong to provide free lunch? We have plenty of money, but it must be allocated to the general public and not for the politicians to lead luxurious lifestyles.
පාලකයන්ගේ සුරසප ජීවිතවලට නෙවෙයි සල්ලි වෙන් කරන්න ඕන මහ පොළොවට පය ගහලා ජීවත් වෙන තමුන්නාන්සරයි.
Meanwhile, the presidential candidate of the SLPP, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, attended a public rally in Dehiwala yesterday.
Vishwayapura vihidi giya budu jana jayarave අපි වෙනුවෙන් අපි අතරම නැගෙන බලාපොරොත්තුව මේ ජනහද දිනු මහින්දනම් උතුම් සොයුර ඇසූරේ ගුණදම් පිරු අභිමන්දරු කොටාබය නාමේ වැඩ කරන අපේ විරුවා අවබිමට පෙමින් සවදා රට රකින්න කෙනෙක් බේරම් ඒ ඔබයි උතුම් මිනිසා වැඩ කරන අපේ විරුවා.
The public rally was organized by the former mayor of the Dehiwala Mount Lavenia Municipal Council, Danasiri Amaratunga.
අපි කොළඹ නගරය ආසියාවේ සීග්‍රයෙන්ම දියුණුවන් නගරය බවට පත් කරා. අපිට අවශ්‍ය වෙලා තිබුණේ වගේම අපි ගාල්ල නගරය.
We transformed the city of Colombo to one of the fastest developing cities in Asia. We will implement the same plan in Galle and Kandy. We will ensure all cities will conform with international standards and make them people-friendly places to live. We will develop all cities and make them environmentally friendly. Our national security strategy and plans for economic development were presented through our policy manifesto. Our manifesto was drafted after taking into consideration the problems faced by intellectuals, experts and businessmen. We analyzed the issues for 4 years and drafted a practical program. We will complete all of my pledged plans during my tenure.
මගේ දූර කාලය තුලදී පොරොන්දු වෙලා තියෙන ඒ සැලැස්ම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම අවසන් කරනවා කියන එකත් මම අවස්ථාවේදී තහවුරු කරනවා.
මේ රටේ තරුණයාට රැකිරක්ෂා ප්‍රශ්නය ඔබටත් දෙහිවල ගල්කිස්ස තරුණ පිරිසට තියෙනවා. මේක බිහින්ද තමයි ඔවුන්ට රක්ෂා ලැබෙන ප්‍රතිපත්තිය පිළිබඳව ලබා දිය හැක්කේ කෙසේද?
All youth, including those living in the Dehiwala Mount Lavenia area, are facing the issue of unemployment. Our manifesto has a clear strategy to solve this issue. We are all aware that Dehiwala needs support. We believe as a government it is our responsibility to provide this. During my leadership, I provided 75 acres of land to extend the Dehiwala Zoo. Now there are no animals in the zoo. Nothing productive took place during the past 4 years. We as a government only obtained 5 trillion of debt. We developed the country with the debt we obtained. The present government obtained an additional 6 trillion rupees as debt. However, they have achieved nothing with what they obtained.
මේ අවුරුදු 4මාර තුල තිබුණේ නැහැ. අපි ගත්තේ ණය ගාන ට්‍රිලියන 5යි. අපි ට්‍රිලියන 5ට කරපු වැඩ තියෙනවා පෙන්නන්න. රට සංවර්ධනය කරා. මේ අය ට්‍රිලියන 6ක් වැඩිපුර අරන් තියෙනවා. මොන 7-5ක් වියදම් කරලා පෙන්නන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මෙන්න අපි කරපු බෝක්කුව කියලාවත් පෙන්නන්න එයාලට පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ.
Meanwhile, the leader of the Janasetha Peramuna, Venerable Bhattaramulle Sila Ratanathero, expressed the following views during a rally held in Kaduwela yesterday.
When they have power, they have no brains. But when they do have brains, they have no power. They are prepared to abandon the people once again. They try to make a fool of the general public.
Now, the second day of the postal voting for the presidential election commenced at 8:30 a.m. today.
The vote for the presidential election can be cast till 4:15 p.m. at the postal voting booths situated at the state institutions. The National Election Commission said that all public officials except the police, election officers and district secretaries will have the opportunity to cast their votes today. 659,514 postal voters are eligible to cast their vote at this presidential election. Commissioner General Saman Sri Ratnayaka said the polls were conducted in a peaceful manner yesterday. Police media spokesperson SSP Ruwan Gunasekara said a special security arrangement is in place across the island while postal voting takes place.
In another one of your headline-making stories this afternoon, 14 Sri Lankans have been arrested at the Bandaranaike International Airport for the possession of gold illegally.
Customs media spokesman, Additional Customs Director General Sunil Jayaratna said the value of the jewellery amounted to 32 million rupees. Sunil Jayaratna said that they had brought the jewellery from Chennai. 4.7 kilograms of jewellery including necklaces and rings were taken to custody. Customs said further investigations into the incident are currently underway.
In your international story that made the headlines this afternoon, the Islamic State confirmed that its leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was killed in a weekend raid by the US forces in northwestern Syria and vowed revenge against the United States.